Welcome to Inside the Soundwave Internet TV show, live from the beaches of Indian Atlantic, Florida, where all of your local musicians get to tell their music story, from the beginning to the present. And now, here's your host, Mr. Soundwave.
Hey, welcome to the Inside the Soundwave Internet TV show. Tonight, show number 48. Almost a year. Next month will be a year. We're going to have a special show for that. But tonight, we have from Cocoa Beach, a very well-known Brevard County artist, David Fowler. Glad to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
It's great to have you here.
Yeah.
Cocoa Beach, reaching out, going up to Cocoa Beach.
Well, we're glad to be down here. We don't very often get invited to come to the southern part of the county, but we feel honored, and it's nice to
Okay, we love you
have
down
a little.
here.
Well, I'm glad you do, and we love you guys. It's just we never get down here.
We've got a connection right here. She's sitting over there. Get her to book you down here,
Well,
too. I mean, hey, look, there's a southern Brevard, too, you know.
She just moved down here. Maybe she's working on stuff. So we're hoping to get more exposure in the southern end of the county, and we need to work. We like to work. We try and play good music and entertain the people that come out to the establishments where we do work.
Pretty darn good sound when you were just doing a sound check. They're really nice, man.
It's taken us a while to get it to working, but we can do it. It's
Nice bunch.
rock and roll.
Nice bunch of guys. You got 5 in the band, right?
Well, sometimes
4?
we bring friends. It's 5. We took on Alan Hughley not too long ago because Alan was having, he needed somebody to play with, so we brought him in. Originally it was 4-piece, and Alan came in with the paddle, playing his lap steel, and he's a good addition to the band. But we've been working it out. We have a good crew working together and trying to make the band work. That's what it's all about.
Name the guys in the band.
Well, we have Art on drums, and we have Bob on bass and sometimes keyboards. We have Alan on lap steel. We have Laron, he plays lead, and then I play rhythm and sing, and everybody in the band sings. We're working up some songs for Alan because Alan's wanting to do some of his choice little nuggets, as we call it.
That's good.
That makes
Everybody has their own.
Well, everybody works. It's
Sure.
it's a job. It's more or less a job, and it's something we enjoy.
Okay. How long you been together?
Bob, Laron, and I, and Art, we've been playing together about 2.5 years, 3 years together.
Oh, that's good.
Laron and I have been playing a little bit longer than that together, and I've played with Alan on and off for the last 40 years. We've had several different bands. We've played all over Cocoa Beach. I've known Alan since he was 8 years old, and he's a good man, good friend.
Well, we'll get the guys up toward the end of the show. What I plan on doing is on the show today, on the third segment, we'll have the band come up and play 3 songs for y'all. And then I'm going to keep them at where they play here on the stage, and then I'll talk to each one of them after that, so that everybody gets a plug today. So all the band will get on the internet worldwide tonight.
Well, it's not just me. It's not my band. It's our band. It's not all about David Fowler. It's about the tourist. That's what it's about. We are a band. It's
The Tourist.
Yes.
Who came up with that name?
Well, we were sitting in a drinking establishment, one might say, on the beach, and we were saying, well, what would we call ourselves? And everybody's going, well, this place is full of tourists. And we said, I guess we're part of that, so here we are. And at the time, everybody's from somewhere else, or in all reality, we're all tourists.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's...
Us Northern Yankees all came down here, got the hell out of Massachusetts and New England and New York.
Yeah, well, I've been around.
Where were you born, Dave?
I was born in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
my father did power plant work. He worked all over the country, and when they started doing the Cape, he came down and worked on the power plants at the Cape, and we moved to Cocoa Beach after coming down and visiting a lot, and I've been there since.
Coming down and visiting a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
And my mom just decided she wanted to live at the beach, so that's where we went.
Wow.
And I was lucky to grow up on Cocoa Beach back in the early 60s and the 70s.
So you came down when you were a little guy?
Yeah. And it was like paradise.
Dirt roads.
Well, we had sand. We didn't have it. There's still no dirt in Cocoa Beach. It's all sand.
So you had sand roads?
Well, mostly. And it's strange. I run into a lot of the old guys I went to high school with. Like you've had Kenny Cohen on, and Kenny, I've known him since he went to Cocoa Beach in 12th grade. I met him when he had his band, the Fantastic Group, and we used to go to like Teen Town and listen to all the bands. We saw the Almond Joy, we saw the Turtles, we saw and if we weren't at Teen Town in Cocoa Beach, we were over at Tiger Den in Cocoa watching Sam the Pharaohs, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. We saw them.
Wooly Bully.
What? That was our bands when we were kids. We'd listen to that, and it was like, hey, I want to do that. I'm going to get me a guitar and get on the stage. If they can do it, I can do it.
Everybody was, well, not everybody, but a lot of guys were doing it then and hitting.
Well, it's like with Kenny's band, we were like the garage guys, and we'd go listen to them play and go, well, let's try that song. It worked for them, and we'd play around. And the way I got introduced to playing on the stage was I met a guy in high school. His name was Dave Clayville. And back in the 60s, Dave was a hardcore blues player. And I mean, back then you did not see hardcore blues players. And Dave Clayville pretty much put me on the stage and said, you play this, this is how it goes, you do it this way, I'll teach you how to work the stage. And Dave's not with us anymore, but he is. I mean, you know, he comes out in our music, and a lot of the stuff that we do even now comes from stuff that I learned from Dave back. We played the Pillow Talk Lounge back in the 60s. Dave was a guy, hey, if they're up dancing.
60s were good ones.
Yeah, oh yeah. What is it? Hey, all you swingers, come on in. That's what Tom used to yell all the time.
Yeah, I like the 60s.
Yeah, we had, it was, for me, my first real professional job was the Pillow Talk with Dave Clayville, and it was, Dave would tell me, if they're up dancing, do not let them sit down. Keep the song going. They'll let you know when they're tired and sitting down. When they start going back to tables, we'll stop the song. So we carry that on in the tourist. Well, we carry that on in the tourist because once we realize that people like a certain song, we try and stretch it. I mean, we're not the jukebox. We're not set in a 3-minute set. If people are enjoying something, we'll put a couple extra lead breaks in and keep people up and keep them dancing.
That's pretty good.
It also encourages them to drink a little bit more, and if it's a drinking establishment, it makes the bar a little bit more money.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
In a sense, it all rolls down to the bar.
Yeah, well, we're a very loud beer salesman. But not that loud. I mean...
let's get back to you, okay?
Yes.
Where were you born again? Greenville?
Greenville, South Carolina.
And was it a guitar you picked up first, or did you pick up
an
accordion? One guy said Ron Caddy said he picked up an accordion. They shoved it at him and said, here you go.
In high school, I played drums. In high school, I played drums. And I actually had lessons for drumming. And when our band plays, I play a lot to Art because I play the rhythm side. And Art and Bob and I, we're a rhythm section, and we carry out the band. We try and we're the train. We're pulling it along. We get the momentum and get it going, and get Alan and Laurent to fill in and put the rest of the train together. All we are is we're the engine, and we're pulling. Once we get that beat going, it's what we do. Good. And we work well together.
But you started with drums.
Yes.
So.
Well, I had a girlfriend of mine, and I guess 1967, one day she brought a guitar over to my house. and she dropped it off. She goes, you need to play guitar. And so I picked that up a little bit. I started irritating all my friends with that, and from there just carried on. I was fortunate. I was around a lot of really good working bands. I worked with a real good band out of Greenville, South Carolina in the late 60s and 70s, a band called Bosco B, which in South Carolina, in that part of South Carolina, they're real famous. And in fact, the drummer from that band, Terry Green, he has a music store in Greenville now, and he and Sam Reynolds and all the guys in that band, I worked with them for a while. I helped them set up, move, and we did a lot of traveling together and did a lot of gigs, and I got to meet a lot of really nice people. I met the Caldwells that went on to form the Marshall Tucker Band. I got to meet a lot of really nice people.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, zing! Look at that. Right off the bat. First segment already over with. I can't believe that. The time goes so fast.
Is that good?
Segment number 1 down. Dave Fowler, Cocoa Beach, the Tourists. And we have the whole band here tonight, and they're going to play some 3 songs for us on the third segment toward the end of the show. And then we're going to talk to each one of them. So don't go away. We're going to watch a video while we take a short break. We'll be right back. Like I said, don't go away. And we got some big guests coming on too next month also. We got Earn coming on, and we've got Absalon coming on, we've got Mighty Jungle coming in. We've got a whole bunch of things going on. Don't go away. A lot of things to talk about with Mr. Dave Fowler. Be right back. We're back. Inside the Soundwave, show number 48, right here in Indialantic, Florida, on the sunny beaches of Indialantic, Brevard County. Hi to all you folks out there in Milan, Italy, because I know we have a big group of people there. In Belgium, Frank Bassey's up there. He's got a whole bunch of people watching the show. And we've got people in Hong Kong, Ella and all the girls up there. They over there, up there. Are watching the show. Hi to all you out there. And we have friends in Germany, too. A lot of people in Germany.
We have friends in France. We have Didier and Ron France. We have Paul Daughtry from the Vals in Ireland.
Philippines. The show, very God bless the show because we're pushing over, we're probably getting close to 600,000 to 700,000 viewers and worldwide. And it took a year to do it, but we got it, and we got some people on there. We have good musicians because we have people like Dave here in Brevard County. We have the best musicians right here in Brevard County.
We do.
We really do. I've had a whole bunch of them right here on the show, and tonight we're with Dave Fowler, Cocoa Beach, from the band The Tourists. And we're going to get back to, we were talking in the 60s.
Yeah.
But we got to get pushed up into the 70s here.
Well,
what were you doing in the 70s? Were you still playing? And you were here at Cocoa Beach? Or?
In the 70s, I played around a little bit, but mostly in the 80s and the 90s when I worked out at Cape Kennedy. And after the Challenger, I ended up in I ended up in New York, and I started playing some bands in New York City and around outside of New York City. And then I ended up outside of Syracuse, like in the middle of the 80s, in a town called Oswego, which was a wonderful little town. The people were great, and it's a college town, and I ran into a bunch of musicians in that town, and we started a band up there called Tattoo Blues, and we played around Oswego. We had a great bunch of guys, Dan Damon, Mike Hamer, we had Dale Davis and Steve Cunningham. We put together a band and called it Tattoo Blues. And back then there weren't a lot of blues bands. Everybody around, there was like 360 bars in Oswego. So work was plentiful. And if you had a halfway good band, you could stay busy. And we stayed pretty busy, played a lot of nice places, met a bunch of real nice people, and I fell in love. I played with a lady, Sharon Brooks. I played with her. She did an acoustical show that was really good. We played in Little Sodas. We played Old City Hall. I ran an open mic for about a year and a half in Old City Hall in Oswego, and it was mostly the college kids, and it was great. The people were wonderful. We had a great time up there.
Yeah.
And
that was in the
middle 80s, towards the beginning of the 90s. Then I came back. My work picked up down at the Cape, and I came back to the Cape and started working back there. And then I ran into Laurent, about 3 years ago, and he was in one band, and I was in another band, and then Mike Adams, he was playing with Mike Adams in the Little River, the Indian River, Big Banana River Band, Mike Adams, and unfortunately Mike passed away.
Good name. I like that.
Mike passed away, and Laurent was looking for somebody to play music with, and I got tired of the people I was playing with, so we got together and formed The Tourist, and it's not my band, it's our band. It's all about everybody in the band. I'm not the only singer. Everybody in the band sings, everybody plays, everybody chooses what they want to play. We're a bar band. We go out and we want the people in the audience to be able to sing along and say, I know the words to that song. I want to be able to sing with the band, because when you're out enjoying yourself and having a couple of cocktails and maybe you've had a little bit to eat, you want to be able to sit back and feel like you're part of the music. You don't want to just sit there and be entertained. You want you want to feel like you're part of it, even though you're not on the stage with the guys. You want to be able to say, I know the chorus to that song. I'm going to sing along, and it works great. And we're lucky we know a lot of good musicians that when we do play, when they show up, it's always somebody's asking somebody, hey, what kind of guitar are you playing? Why are you playing that? Or can I see your guitar? And I'm usually very generous. I'll say, hey, if you'd like to sit in with a band, and we meet some of the nicest people playing out. And
but you're hanging out pretty much around Cocoa Beach right now?
Well, basically we play at a place called Hunker Down. Mike and Anna own the place, and they support a lot of the local bands.
Give them a good plug.
Mike and Anna from Hunker Down in Cocoa Beach they have good music Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they have an open mic on Tuesday, and they support local people. Local music, they want to, every now and then they'll have somebody from out of the area come, but mostly it's local talent. And some of our best fans were people walking from one of the other establishments, just walking down the street going, I heard this music coming out of this place, and I walked in and it was The Tourist. You got and it's like, that's how we get most of our really good fans.
Tell them where it is, though.
It's on Minuteman. It's number 7 Minuteman. It's one building away from the ocean. We have a nice little courtyard that in the summertime's like playing in an oven.
So you're in the little area.
It's a little courtyard.
But I mean, you're in the area of Coconuts.
Yes, we're right next door to Coconuts and the Beach Shack. We're one building away, just west of there. It's number 7, and a lot of times people don't see it because there's a small door going out to Minuteman, and if you walk down this narrow little hallway, it opens up, and it's a great little local bar. The people are great. They open at 7 o'clock in the mornings, every morning, 7 days a week. But it's a beach. It's it's for the tourist. It's open. If you're down here on vacation, sometimes you stay up all night and watch the sun come up. And if you don't want to drink coffee, hey, have a Budweiser or a Bloody Mary or whatever. And we have all kinds of people from all over the world come into that place and visit. And we're lucky to have such a nice little establishment.
There you go.
But then again, we play at Casablanca. We play.
Casablanca is at.
It's further west on Minuteman. We've played Yellow House. We've played the Sand Dollar. We've played Cape Canaveral. We've played Dottie's. We're one of the only bands that play at the Lamppost. We're really lucky that the Lamppost has been there forever in Cape Canaveral, and Bert and Diana are so.
I used to live in Cape Canaveral.
Well, we're usually about the only band that plays in there. We're a special occasion. We do like holidays, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. We're usually asked to play there, and the people are so nice there, and we're lucky to have that establishment.
Did any of you ever hear that Hulk Hogan played there at Dottie's or one of them places when he was?
He worked at the Anchor Club.
Somebody said he used to be a.
He was a bouncer. He was a bass player.
Bass player, and he played at Dottie's back when he was just a kid. A lot younger. I don't know how true that is, but
he came to Cocoa Beach and worked at the Anchor Club, which is at the end of 520. That's been several places, but my mom was a bartender, and she worked at the Anchor Club when Terry worked there.
Wow,
and she knew him. A lot of people don't know that Kiss used to hang out before they did the makeup thing. They used to play. They played around Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach a lot, and. You tell people, they go, no, they didn't. It was like, oh, yeah, they did. They were here. And
they had Jim Morrison right over here in Melbourne on US 1.
You know what's sad? What's sad about Jim Morrison? He was born in Melbourne. And in France, they have a statue of Jim, and they take bus tours of people every day to see him. But in Melbourne, there's not a statue to him, No. I mean, Memphis has got Elvis. you know, and it's just sad, you know.
Oh, they have a statue of the river, though, but, you know,
Well,
not Jim Morrison.
I think it'd be nice if they put something up for him. I mean,
that
I know
would be
there's a
nice.
little plaque where his house used to be.
Yeah,
'cause
they
the house
moved
is
his
gone.
house or
Yes,
something. They moved, picked it up and moved it.
but it'd be nice if they put maybe we
So-
should put together a fundraiser for it and start something like that. That would be a nice thing. I know there's some great bands in Melbourne, but we're usually busy on the weekends playing up around Cocoa Beach.
That's great that you guys are staying
Yeah,
busy. That's
and
really
hey, some like Luna Pearl. That's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, they were here.
And they're great.
Yeah.
And every now and then, if I'm lucky, I'll catch them in Cocoa Beach. But usually we're working, and it's hard for us to get out and catch other bands. And but we'd love to come down to Melbourne if somebody wants to swap a
Well, I'm
a
going to
gig.
see if you guys want to come on the soundstage on some night.
Oh, we'd love to.
You can tape it at any time or
Yeah.
do it live.
Oh, we'd love that.
And we can get you on the soundstage, and we have all the band. Luna Pearl was there, Rock Candy, which is another good band. Is what's the cover? The number one, Fun Pipe.
Yeah.
Fun Pipe was here. Spanks. They all come on and did that one set or two set on the internet, so
Cool.
everybody can see.
We'd love that.
And I'd like to. I'm inviting you guys to come on down.
Well,
to that.
one of the reasons, like when I met you the other week and we were discussing coming on the show, is we really don't get exposure to the south side of the county.
Right.
Because a lot of times we were working, we've played in Cocoa, we've played all around. I've been talking to the people at Pinto's. I have a friend of mine that works up there now, and I worked at Pinto's 20 years ago when I was hanging out with Steve and Trent Miller when they used to do the Winos for Peace up there. And I'm still in touch with Trent. Trent's a good friend of mine, and he's a little busy right now, but I hung out with Steve and Trent and Janet. They were good friends and neighbors. They lived down the street, and since then Janet and Steve have both passed. But Steve was he was an accordion player. Did you know that? I saw pictures of Steve. He had an accordion when he was like 7 years old. He was at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Playing accordion in a little suit. Remember the suit your mom and dad put you in when you were about
They put you in those
Yeah.
Ron Caddy said that. He said, "Man, I want to play an instrument," and they shoved that accordion in him. He's only about this tall, you know.
Well, if anybody wants to buy one, I have one for sale. So.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's pretty good. Well, you'll get some exposure down here in South Brevard. I mean, I know it's a long county.
Well,
which is, what.
There's a
between
lot
here
of distance between the north and the
There
south
is.
end of it,
There really
and
is.
if you don't really go, I've been in Cocoa Beach all my life, but really even coming down to Indialantic to us is like going out of town and going somewhere. We have no problems with going to Orlando. Hey, if they want us to go to Daytona, if they want us to come, we want to play. We are a bar band. We love playing for your customers. We want to entertain people. We have fun at it, and we make it as much a party as possible for everybody.
There you go. All right.
And that's what it's all about.
You heard it. Dave Fowler right here and the Tourist, and we're going to take a break. And while we're taking this break, they're going to be getting set up here on the stage to perform 3 songs for you. So don't go away, because you're going to see the Tourists play live right here on the internet world. And you'll be going out all over.
Cool. That's great
And
with us.
the good thing about it is that got maybe a year or two down the road, you can still be able to watch it on the internet world. By then, maybe you'll have 5 million views.
Well,
Hey, you don't know.
you never know.
I've gotten calls from some crazy places about bands.
Well, that's the good thing about this show.
So don't go away. Watch the band, and we're going to talk to the guys in the band after they play the 3 songs. Watch this video. Don't go away, because now comes the music.
there for a while. This temporary home. And I sit there drinking coffee and I watch as the treetops sway. When I said, Lord, it's such a beautiful day. Well, I decided to take a walk down on the beach where I'd never been. 'Cause Lord, it's been a while since I walked in this much sand. So I sat down on the beach and I looked out across the way. And I said, Lord, it's such a beautiful day. 'Cause see, sometimes it seems to take it all for granted. Sometimes you never see it all. But right when I thought it was all out of reach for someone like me, that's when I saw an angel on the beach. Angel on the beach.
My baby's down, yes, she's dressed in black. Silver buttons up and down and back. Oh, cheerio. Broke a needle now and she can't sew. Walk in the dog. Yeah, walk in the dog. If you don't know how to do it, here to show you how to walk that dog. Well, I asked my mama for 15 cents. Watch an elephant jump in the back, didn't get back till 4:45. Walked in the dog. Yeah, walk in the dog. If you don't know how to do it, hey Laura, walk that dog. Mary, Mary, cried contrary, hide up the garden road. Gotcha, silver bell, all those flowers growing in a row. Walk in the dog, yeah, walk in the dog. And if you don't know how to do it, tourists are sure to walk that dog. One more time. Thank you. We are the Tourists from Cocoa Beach, Florida. This ain't scrappy. See how this works.
Wild birds all over to a low money sound. Down in some hollow where the waters run cold, that's where I listen to the lies you told. Sweet face, time will never to my memory erase the letters you wrote me. Yeah, they were written in sin. Time will never erase all of them. No time will ever erase all of them. So I go outside and I look at the sky, too lonesome to sing. Every time I walk down the street, some pretty mama starts breaking down on me. Yes, start breaking down. Start break down on me. Gonna blow that brain out, baby. Gonna lose your mind. Satellite women like to ape and clown. But all you do is tear my reputation down. Just stop breaking down. Stop breaking down on me. Gonna blow that brain out, baby. Or you're gonna lose your mind. Come on, Lord. I love my baby, yeah, 99 degrees. Cheap little pistol. Oh, me, yes, stop breaking down. Stop break down on me. Gonna blow that brain out, baby. Oh, gonna lose your mind.
you think of that? We got some good bands up in central Brevard County, Cocoa Beach. Just in case you think Melbourne's the only place with bands, this lets you know that there's more up north, just 20 miles, right? A1A, The Tourist. All right. We're going to talk first with, what are we playing?
I'm playing a lap steel guitar.
A lap steel guitar. How did you get that started in the group?
Well, I used to play guitar like everybody else, and growing up here, the Allman Brothers were a big influence, so I played slide. But, you know, there's 50 million slide guitar players out there. There's only a couple lap steel guitar players in this county, so...
Is that right? Only a few?
Only a couple.
No kidding.
Yeah, so it just made it a lot easier to make that decision. Plus, it's just so much fun to play. I have a blast playing it. I mean, I just enjoy it.
One quick question. How long have you been playing that?
Well, I've been playing the lap steel for 15 years. I've been playing guitar for 35, 36 years. And I was a bass player, too.
A youngster.
Yeah. Well, he started me out when I was young.
And you've played with quite a few different people also.
Yeah, when I was 16, I went on the road with Chubby Checkers as a bass player. I did 10 years on the road with Apple recording artist Badfinger, which I'm real proud of that. And I also spent a lot of time with a cult status artist named Root Boy Slim, who kind of started me out in the business.
All right. And you are, again, your name?
My name is Alan Hughley, and I was born and raised in Cocoa Beach.
There you go. See that? Cocoa Beach. All right, right here in Melbourne. You know, we sound like we're countries away. I mean, come on, 20 miles down the beach, straight down the beach. No curves, pretty much none. No bumps neither, too, but no hills. Oh, we got a bass player over here, correct? Yes. All right, who do I have here?
My name's Bob Worthington.
Bob Worthington. Bob, how long have you been playing bass?
I've been in bands since junior high, so about 40 years.
No, another youngster. Yeah. Is that right?
Actually, it's about 45, but, you know, I say 40 just to kind of round it off. I don't want to go beyond that, you know.
How long have you been with the group?
2.5 years, something like that.
And you are from where?
I'm originally from Dallas, Texas.
And now where are you living?
Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach. There's number 2. All right, let's get over to the drummer. Good job, by the way. Nice job. And you are?
Arthur Winstanley.
All right, Arthur, right? And how long have you been playing drums, Arthur?
Since 04.
04? Really?
Yeah, I started out playing some metal drums and just took it away from
Wow, a hell of a job for just 04, 9 years. Tremendous. Nice, left-handed too. Yeah, I've been having a lot of lefties in your lane. Yeah, see, you didn't tell me that. You play bass too?
Yes.
With this group too?
No, I've been playing bass since probably 90. Playing in a lot of the New York hardcore scene up in Manhattan. So.
That's pretty good. Yeah, Manhattan. Tell us a little bit.
It's a trip. It's a trip. I had the privilege of playing CBGB's. It was a beautiful thing. Yeah. Been going there as just a kid, as 15. Just I gotta go. So, and I just love it. And that whole tight underground type, everybody gets along. I kind of push that along with my, motif of playing as well. So.
And are you from New York originally?
I was originally born in Brooklyn. And I grew up in Jersey. Brooklyn? Yes.
That's where my dad was born.
8th Avenue.
Very good. All right. I can't believe he's only been playing drums 9 years. He's tremendous. Great drummer. Did you play drums in Manhattan or did you play bass?
I played on my mother's Tupperware.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to start.
Honestly, that's how I learned.
Yeah, me too. On a folding chair with butter knives. Serious. All right, I got a lead guitarist here, right? And you are?
Laurent Magnier. It's a French name. I was born in France. Okay, so.
You're born in France. Yes. On Wednesdays here, I have a 90 I think, a 97-year-old lady from France that dances and plays the conga drums from France. Jack Starr's mother, Luna. Yeah, she's.
When I first moved here 6 years ago, I met his mom. I know Jack. Yeah, of course. Yes, he was born in France, but a long time ago, so that's why he speaks better than me.
Wow, listen to this guy, huh? No, and you're in Cocoa Beach. Are you two in Cocoa Beach?
No, I'm living in Cape.
Cape Canaveral. Gee, well, that's still Cocoa Beach. I mean, we all, sooner or later, all of us have been through Cocoa Beach and Cape Canaveral. Very nice. And how long have you been playing guitar?
Since 16. I started playing guitar when I was 16. Starting to play punk music like this guy. Well, same generation. We didn't play in the same bands, but same kind of generation. Well, same age. Yeah. So that's it, And well, I did a lot of stuff actually. It was I toured with a band for 7 years in Europe, in France. The band was called Pimento. Pimento, yeah. We had a British singer, and we did a lot of recordings and stuff, and we did a lot of songs. She passed away. We stopped the band. I moved to America. That's the way it is.
You moved to America. How long you been in America?
6 years.
6 years. That's not very long either.
There's 5 albums out in Pimento. Is it 5 albums in Pimento?
No, only four.
Four? You play one hell of a guitar. You got a lot of zing in that guitar, a lot of life in that guitar. I tell you, when you go over to his leads, boy, it takes off, boy. It's great. And, of course, we have Dave right here, Dave Fowler. He is the featured guest with his band, The Tourists, and they are in Cocoa Beach. And, Dave, tell everybody a number they can call maybe to...
That's a real funny thing about me. I do not use a telephone, but I am on Facebook. The band has a site on Facebook. It's called The Tourist, or you can go to David Curry Fowler on Facebook. If you want to book us, I'll take care of that if you just send me a message. I had a lot of things happen to me that phones didn't work, so... And I retired a couple of years ago, and nobody's going to call me anyway to go to work other than music. And I try and take care of the band through Facebook. It's a little easier for me.
Social network. Yeah, Facebook. So you can hit Dave up and the band on Facebook. And the band's name is The Tourists from Cocoa Beach. And we are honored and privileged to have them here tonight and to perform like they just did on 3 songs, which was very good. I thought it was really good. You guys surprised me. You really did. Yeah, but that's a hell of a bar band, okay? That's a good group. All right? Thank you all for being here tonight on Inside the Soundwave. Dave Fowler and the guys. And it's an honor to have you here, believe me. A good talent like this. Cocoa Beach. Not just Melbourne, Cocoa Beach. I like Cocoa Beach myself. All right, watch next week. I originally came from up north to Cocoa Beach in the 80s. So, anyways, we'll be back next week with show number 49. Stay tuned for that show. We got a special guest coming up. ISW SoundstageTheater.tv. And if you missed the show live, we'll have it up and running in about another 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. And it'll be posted all over Facebook. Watch this good show if you missed it, okay? The Tourist, Dave Fowler. God bless. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.